Hey, welcome to the second course video for the song Dilemma from BAND-MAID and their 2019 album, Conqueror. I'm musically malnourished, and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. And in these videos, we do a deep dive into the lyrics and meaning behind the music. So let's get in, see what's going on with this song. Dilemma is about identity under pressure. The friction between wanting things to remain unchanged and realizing that change has already begun. The song captures the unease of self-awareness, questioning motives, doubting systems of justice, and circling back to the same questions again and again. Rather than resolving the conflict, Dilemma chooses endurance. Even when certainty collapses, even when fate interferes and meanings feel distorted, the song clings to a single thing that must not be lost, the light that keeps you moving. All right, verse 1. I want things to stay the same, yet you're the only one standing there. Why is that? Tell me. A shiver, an itchy, restless impulse. I want things to stay the same, yet you're the only one standing there. A demon calling itself justice screams, which obviously goes to show it's like not truth, right? A demon calling itself justice screams falsehoods for the sake of people, but for what purpose? So lying? It vanished somewhere again, back to the starting line. Why did it turn out this way? I opened my eyes to my true feelings and asked myself, who will I be? What will I be? I wonder. Even inside a dream, I know it's a dream. Still, I want to live as if dreaming. So, not wanting to see the reality. I can't let that light escape. I decided to keep going. I'm still standing. Let me see it. Verse 2. Everyone's laughing. It's ridiculous, they say. What percentage? So what? Am I losing my mind? I don't get it. This nuisance called fate can turn even a moment into eternity. That? This? Who was that again? Back to the starting line. Why did it turn out this way? I opened my eyes to my true feelings and asked myself, who will I be? What will I be? I wonder. Even inside a dream, I know it's a dream. Still, I want to live as if dreaming. I can't let that light escape. I decided to keep going. I'm still standing. Let me see it. Criticism and conflict pierce freely from every side. Where is it? On my own. It's not anyone else, it's me. Why? Standing here, gathering the fragments, I get lost again, but defeat can't be the end. Tracing the continuation of the dream, I'll live as if inside it. I opened my eyes to my true feelings and asked myself, who will I be? What will I be? I wonder. Even inside a dream, I know it's a dream. Still, I want to live as if dreaming. It's not over yet. It's really interesting. There are definitely lines in there that I don't fully understand, even like when they're speaking or maybe somebody else is speaking, what seems to be a little bit of sarcasm. But obviously calling out certain things, especially in this line about falsehoods. And there was another one, this criticism and conflict coming from every side. It definitely just sounds like there's a way in which they're trying to live a way that feels free, pursuing this light, and others saying, well, you're just living in a dream. And they're kind of like, well, if this is a dream, like I'm going to live as if this is reality. Which I think if you're trying to achieve anything, you kind of have to do, right? You have to live in a dream until that dream becomes reality. A demon of justice, a critique of moral certainty used to justify harm or falsehood. Cycles of doubt, growth without linear progress. That's such an interesting line. Because that's what growth feels like sometimes, right? Doesn't always feel like you're just going straight up. And that's generally how I've always tried to paint the picture in life. You know, I hope that by the end of my life, my graph does, look like this. But you start zooming in. So call that, 70, 80, 90, 100 years, whatever you have on this earth. But then, so it kind of, looks pretty much up and to the right. But if you start zooming in into the days, or weeks or months or years, it could very much look like this. Because sometimes it is these kind of cycles you go through that if you're using wisdom and you're paying attention to the way that you're living, not just living and not caring, never examining, then that growth does take place over time, but it doesn't always feel just like this. Well, yeah. So let me know your thoughts if there's anything that you saw in there that I didn't see or you want to expound upon anything. But thanks for being with me for this one. Hope to see you in the next one. So reading good.